Here's the MSI Claw. I got a chance to go to MSI at CES and speak with one of their senior staff there who walked me through the MSI Claw. This is the brand new handheld from MSI based on Intel instead of AMD. Let's have a listen to what we discussed and get some lowdown on the handheld.
Yeah, no problems. I would say this is the biggest rock star of the MSI in CS 2024, the clock. Okay? The biggest things makes it so different is that it is powered by Core Ultra instead of a Z1 Extreme. And according to our test, actually Core Ultra, the art graphics inside, can provide really similar performance compared to Z1 Extreme under 30 watts. Yeah, so there's no need to worry about performance. But besides the Core Ultra, there are several big spotlight of this thing. First is it got a biggest battery, 53 wireless battery.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's the biggest one you can have on a gaming handheld right now. Second, just like we did on the gaming laptop, we highlight the thermal a lot.
A lot of cooling.
So as you can see, there's a huge air intake vent, and on top we have the huge exhaust fans as well. And by the way, we have two pipes inside there because if you take a little one from our competitor, there will be only single heat pipes.
So does it have two fans then?
Yeah, two fans, two pipes. Cool. And one special point is that actually the fans not just blow those heat air outside from the chassis, it will also blow the cold air inside the PCB
to keep everything cool.
Keep those electronic parts cool. And another spotlight is about the grip. As you can see, we try to make this part, which your hand holding, get a little bit thicker. So, which means when you hold it will feel solid. Yeah, I think you can try it for yourself later.
Yeah, the hand feels good. It's got the bum here. The bum is important.
Yeah, bum.
Got to have the bum. Yeah, it feels good. So that's the speaker there. There. So that's going to be direct firing speaker.
Yeah, the rear-facing speaker.
Yeah, D-pad feels nice. It's a floating style, like an Xbox style.
Yeah.
D-pad, yeah.
And this is a Hall effect.
Hall effect, so yeah, no drift.
Yeah.
And then that'll be left, right. That's good. And these will be like overlay controls.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I press them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So in the game, they might, so then you have your overlay controls with different customizability. That's good. Volume up, volume down, SD card.
Micro SD card. And you know what? This because it's powered by Intel, so the Type C here means it's a whole Thunderbolt.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so you can do eGPU, which I have. So I'll have to test it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, or if you already have the Thunderbolt docking, you can just.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, very good. Yeah, and the button triggers feel good. Yeah, it feels nice. It's very light.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Everybody hold it up, said it's light, but you know what? It's heavier than hell.
Really? I think maybe because the form factor or something.
Maybe it's the weight distribution.
Yeah, the Ally feels. I'm also using the Legion Go right now, which is very heavy.
Oh yeah,
it's very heavy.
Yeah, Legion Go.
Very heavy.
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah, this does feel better. Like it feels different than the. I think also because the Ally, if you've used, it has a very shallow here, so it doesn't feel like it feels like you're holding a switch.
Your actually can burden those weight.
Yeah. So yeah.
The actual weight of this one is about 670 grams.
Okay, which is a little bit heavier, and the Ally
about 60 grams heavier.
Yeah, Ally is 620, 630. The Go is like 850.
Yeah. For 2 of Core Ultra 7. For the Core Ultra 5, it will be available with the 16 GB of RAM, 512 GB of SSD. For Core Ultra 7, we will have 2 different sizes of the SSD, 512 and 1 terabyte.
Excellent. Okay, perfect.
But of course, you can swap your own SSD in the future.
Is the iGPU on the 55 the same as the 35? I can't remember. Okay, so it's just more processing power, same. Okay, and then the 25 would be I understand.
It's just slightly different on the GPU clock cycle.
Yeah,
but just 50 hertz.
Yeah, whereas
2.2 versus 2.25.
Yeah, the Ally has the Z1 Extreme, which is the good one, and then they have the Z1, which is garbage. So
It's a little bit noisy inside the booth here, so I'm just going to do a voiceover because a lot of it was actually lost. But I'll just give you guys my first impressions here. The audio was nice and clear. That was quite a boost from the Legion Go. It basically sounds a lot more like the ROG Ally. The cooling on the back is nice and impressive. That all back The back there with the vent all the way across the back is going to be quite impressive there. I mean, some of these handhelds do run pretty hot. That's always a concern with them. So that is going to be a potential improvement here. We'll have to see how it is actually in person when we test it out, but it is a nice improvement there. The hand feel is quite nice on this. It feels kind of like the ROG Ally, I would say, but this back here, the kind of butt back here, does give a little more grip than the ROG Ally. If you watch my review of the Legion Go, I compare the two of them. And while I do find that the ROG Ally does have pretty good hand feel, you know, that lack of butt does kind of take away from the experience. Despite the fact that it's a little bit heavier, it actually does feel quite good in the hand. I mean, part of that could be that I'm used to using the Steam Deck and the Legion Go, but compared to the ROG Ally, I would say it has a very similar hand feel, but a little bit easier in the hands, I would say. Those graphics that are on here should be pretty capable. I've been testing the Core Ultra 125H recently, which is very capable. This one here is equipped with a much more capable 135H and 155H. So we should be getting pretty good graphical performance out of this. It is nice to have more competitors in the handheld space here. We'll have to see how it actually performs when we get our hands on it. But from my preliminary testing, these core graphics are very capable. And so it's going to be interesting to see where things go in the next couple months, basically. We're now going to have 4 major handhelds on the market, the Steam Deck with SteamOS and the 3 different Windows handhelds. Basically, this MSI Claw is going to be going head-to-head against the ROG Ally, I would say. The Legion Go kind of has a little bit of a uniqueness to it there. So I think MSI is onto something here. They want to get a piece of this handheld market, and I think this might be one to look out for in the future. See if I can get my hands on one to review. But from my initial impressions, it does seem quite nice.